Hi, I'm Subu bringing crafting to you. Today we're going to make a little window box for our cute little Lindt teddies. So we are carrying on with the series of Joy to the World, and this is what we're going to make today. Whoops, I've got my wire in the way. Okay, so the piece of card that you will need is 5 by 4 1/4. Now I'm going to use a card base, and yeah, I'm just going to cut this this way. So I'm going to have the pattern at the top, and I'm going to cut that. That's going to be my side. That is 4 1/4. So I'm going to move that along to 4 1/4 and cut that off. So of course save this bit, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my score line in my track, and I'm going to cut, once I've got my score line, I'll find that it's 4 1/8. So I'm going to move that along to 5 1/8, and I'm going to cut it. So that's 5 1/8, and I'm going to cut it. And of course I'm going to save that bit. I'm then going to turn it round so that it's got my 1-inch strip, and I'll show you the reason why I've done it like this. And then I'm going to cut this. So this is my 4 1/4 side, and this is going to be my 5 inches. So I'm just going to cut that 1/8 of an inch off. Now again, save this little bit because you're going to use that on another project. So here we go. We've got our piece of card now that measures 5 inches by 4 1/4. Now on our 5-inch side, we have I done this the right way round? Just let me double check on this, make sure I've done it. No, I've done it the wrong way round. Right, I think I have. So let me, have I done it? Definitely done it wrong. I've done it wrong. Okay, I'm going to carry on. But the reason that I was doing that, I should have done it the other way, is that this score line here would have automatically been the 1-inch one. It should have been that way round, where the 1 inch was down here. So, but I can work with this, so I'm not worrying about it. Right, so the first score line is going to be on our 5-inch side, it's going to be at 1 1/4. So I'm going to use this side, and I'm going to go to 1 1/4. Okay, and then I'm going to spin it all the way round. So that was 1 1/4, and then I'm going to do it at 2 1/4, and then it's going to be 3 1/2. Put that on 3 1/2, and then 4 1/2. Okay, so I'll just run through that again. So on your 5-inch side, you're going to have 1 at 1 1/4, then 2 1/4, then 3 1/2, and then 4 1/2. We're going to now spin it round so that it's on the 4 1/4 side, and we're going to score at 1 inch, and then turn it 180 degrees round and score it again at 1 inch. Now that was the reason I cut it, because that score line there was going to be in the right place for it, but I've cut my card wrong, but you're going to have a hard job seeing that. Okay, so now I'm going to score going to burnish, but before I completely do this, and yes, I think that's right. Just double check. Yes, what I need to do, so I'm just folding all those, is I've got the smallest of the ovals, stitched ovals, and I'm going to place this on here. I'm just going to get my platforms ready to die cut this. So I'm going to have it this way round, and it's going to be, so there's one of the fold, the 1/2 inch fold, then you've got your 1 inch, and in the 1 1/4, so it's 1, 2, third one in, 1, 2, third one in, so it doesn't matter which side you go, but I'm going to place this oval directly in the middle. Now I'm going to use a piece of washi tape, and I'm just going to hold it close, because with it having the gold on, I'm going to fold that so that you can see where the middle is. So because it's shiny and it's dark, I'm just going to hold it up, and I think that is about right, and I'm just going to secure it with my washi tape. So it's a bit hard to see with it being dark, and then place that underneath. Just doubly make sure it's a little bit high for my score line, so I'm just going to pull it down a little bit. There. It's hard to see in bad daylight. It'd be better if I'd got a daylight lamp. So just try and get that in the centre of that little bit. So put that on there. I've got my cutting plate on top. Whoops, get that out of the way. And then I'm just going to run this through my die cutting machine. Okay, so just run that straight through. I'm getting my wire in the way now. Okay, and just look on the back. Yes, it's cut all the way through. And just lift those off, so I'll pop my plates out of the way and put my fold away, big shot out of the way. Okay, so now we're just going to go back, take out the oval, gently peel off the tape. What's happening there? Okay. Is there anything on the back of this? Right. So my had a bit too much tacking. I think it spoilt it a bit there. Okay. So now we're going to properly burnish our score lines now. There we go, I've done those. Right, on the back of here, I've got a piece of acetate, and my acetate measures 1 3/16 by 15/16. So I'm just going to glue that on the back there, and I'm going to use some glue dots. So from your paper pumpkin, you have got the glue dots. So I'm just going to get my glue dots out. Where are they? Hiding. I thought I'd got everything out. Typical, isn't it? I think I've got everything I need and then find I haven't. Where are we? You see my dimensionals, but my glue dots are choosing to hide. Ah, here we go. So take your pick tool, and all I'm going to do is I'm just going to put that the opposite way, and I'm going to lift up underneath and pop one right in the corner, lift up underneath, pop another one right in the corner, lift another one up, pop it right in the corner, and then we've got the last one. So I'm just going to put 4, one in each corner. Then I'm just going to lift off with with my pokey tool each of the dots on the top. Okay, there we go on the last one. There we go, and then just position that in the middle. So there, just press it down. Okay, I didn't quite. That's it. Make sure that that folds okay. Yep. So it just fits nicely in there. Then we're going to get our scissors, and we're going to cut into this middle 1/2 inch one. So that's your 1/2 inch one, and we're going to just cut into it, and then we're going to take out this bit. So it's easier if you see it on the other side, so I'll show you on the other side. It's a bit of a glare, so you get like that. We're going to repeat that, so we're going to wedge it slightly, so you've got like that, and then we're going to take this one all off. So we're going to go down the score line, go in again, and then we're going to cut up. Now I've got to make sure I do the right one, so I'm just making sure, yes, that is correct. So I've got to make sure I go up the right one, because I've got my score line that I shouldn't have because I cut it the wrong way round. And I'll show you, before I actually put the box together, I'm going to show you again how I should have cut my card, what I was trying to show you, so that you can use the fold. And to do, that's it. Now what we need to do is the 2 tabs that's by this tab, we're going to wedge. So just wedge those like that, and then the same at the other side. So just wedge those tabs. Okay, and then I want you to cut about 1/4 inch off either of those tabs. Then we're going to leave that one. So the one where it's got your window on, we're going to leave, and then we're going to wedge these 2. I just love these scissors. They're wonderful. Now we're going to again cut about 1/4 inch off there. Spin it round, it's the opposite one, so again we're going to wedge that, and then cut 1/4 inch off here. Okay, so you should end up looking like that. So before I go to actually showing you, I'm going to just show you on the card. So my plan was that we would have put this on here like that. Oh, it won't work. Just let me double check that. Did I get that wrong when I was thinking about it? So I thought the 1 inch line, that's it, the 1 inch line. No, it won't work, will it? I've got that wrong. I got it wrong myself. So what you'd have to do is you'd have to, from your score line, you'd have to measure up the 1 1/4 and then cut that, and then on this side you'd once you got that there, you'd measure that and you'd cut the 1/4 inch off at that side, so that this score line here would be in the right place. It would be exactly on that score line. That's what I was meaning to do, but you can't really see it. It's very difficult to see. So my tear and tape, I'm just going to put a piece of tear and tape on right up against the fold. Right up against the fold, and I use my old scissors to cut this. There we go. And then just rub over with your bone folder to nicely adhere it. Use your take your pick tool and then put the glue down the rest. So your tear and tape holds it nicely in place, and then just, is it going to work if I put it down? Yes, it is. So just line up your score lines. So your score lines are there and there. You're just lining those up. And then you can choose whether you want the top or the bottom. It doesn't really matter. And you just want to make sure that you're folding this back over. So that needs to make sure that you're folding that over. So what we're going to do is just put some glue on our tabs and then fold those down. And then we're just going to put some glue on this one and fold it over. Okay. And then just pop that down and use your bone folder to go inside and seal the deal. Then just pop your teddy inside. So I'll do this one. Pop your teddy inside and then close down your 2 flaps. Put some glue on them and then bring this one forward to go on there, and then just glue the top here, and just make sure your box is square. Push that down, use your teddy's head to bash that down a bit, and there, I think that's absolutely adorable. And the Christmassy ones will look really special in there. I've got one here that's got the coat here. That's going to look adorable in there, so I'm going to make another one and put him in there. And this, I told you about making the advent calendar, and I'm going to stick my 25 on the back because this is the 25th day, so it's belonging to my grandson's advent calendar, because I thought on the 25th he could have a chocolate little bear. So I thought that that would be lovely. So I hope you've enjoyed that project. I think it's a sweet little box, a lovely favour gift. Thank you very much for watching. Appreciate that you stopped by. Please share my video. It will be going on YouTube, so subscribe if you don't, and you'll always know when I'm putting another video up. So thank you for watching. Goodbye.